What's good, YouTube? We're here at the best locals in the KC metro area, Action Sports, because they got four spots. They had first. This is number 4. No longer fifth. No
Oh my
longer
God, I got
fifth.
fifth so often, man.
Bro, I know when I said it the first time, you're like, I will smack the hell out of you and on the streets. Don't let me catch you in the streets. And you gave me that look.
But now I gotta judge. So now there's a new challenge awaiting me.
So you got 4th, and then the homie got 6th, and then on this channel you'll see the 8th place deck profile. So I don't know which video is going up first, but what did you do, sir? How'd you landed this 4th at this regional this time?
I went X1 over the course of the event. Lost to Friendly Fire in round like 5. I lost to Eric Hallmark. He's one of the homies.
He the one that actually got 6. So
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you helped him get
Yes,
6.
I did pull him up, but you know, the deck played crazy. The only time that the deck didn't perform well was in that match. Everything else was great. The deck was super consistent. I really liked. I made some changes like a couple of days before the event that I was testing, and I really liked them, and they performed really well. So
All right, well, let's get into this list so I can copy it and so I can terrorize locals with it too.
All right, so I mean, like the yummy package I think is pretty self-explanatory. You have to run 3 and 3 of these. They're the best summons. Marshmallow especially is really, really strong because you can start your combos without using a normal summon, which is super important. It just allows you to get an extra push. Also with Marshmallow, one thing you can do with Marshmallow that you can't do with any of the others, if you open Marshmallow plus a level 3 hand trap, you can like instantly make Herald. And then like put it in the extra monster zone and then turn it into enemy controller, especially if it's extra yummy. So that's super important.
Yep.
For the other names, I ran 2 Lolly and 1 Cookie. This is not the normal ratio, clearly. The reason why I did it like this is because I wanted to see Lolly more often than I saw Cookie. Like, while Cookie is nice and it gets the pop, you almost always are searching this and discarding it, like on your opponent's turn, if you're getting to that point. Lollipo is just instantly better to have almost every single time in the rotation because getting rid of things in the graveyard is just so much more important.
DD Crow?
Especially with like Mitsu everywhere, like with you playing Mitsu cards in the deck, like you don't really care about the monsters because you'll just Murakuma wipe them anyways. I'd rather see like stuff to interact with graveyard than monsters on field. And then of course, the mandatories. You don't play a Croaky in the main, don't want the brick.
Understandable.
For the Mitsu stuff, this is like the biggest part of the deck. This is like the main focus of the deck. And the reason why is because Haba, Prayers, and Pre-Prep. These are just 9 more starters into your deck. And when I was playing Pure Yummy, which is like the deck I've been like really wanting to play, the issue that I had was like it just didn't have enough starters, didn't have enough pushes, didn't like end on a big enough board. And these 9 cards fix that for me. Like you just have so many more starters, so many more ways to play, so many more pushes, and like these 9 cards are also like kind of like pseudo go second cards because like if you get to Murakumo blow up, it's just like a board breaker. So
I played Pure Yummy and got 47th. You got 4. So I mean, I think.
I mean, there was some. One of my final rounds is against Yummy. You do play Murakumo, of course, but you do play Futsu, and with Futsu, you do end up playing the Aramase Kusanagi. I'll probably start siding these after this event, but for right now, I really like them because I like the board that I ended on. I wanted my go first to be super, super strong, and so because I also played Trap, you really wanted to end on like a lot, because I felt like breakers were going to be big. Of course, the Saji, the Mirror, and the 1 Ritual. I wouldn't change this ratios yet, besides, like I said, the Futsu and these. I've thought about siding these instead. Onto the hand traps. You should play the best ones, really. I think that if you enter a deck right now without like some amount of each one of these cards in your deck, I think that's just ridiculous. I think these cards are crazy. One second, just drop some stuff. These cards are crazy. They're good into everything, and a lot of these are like breakers. Like Bell ends up being a breaker a lot of times, and like just like a generic hand trap. Fu is just like the best card in the game. You gotta run it.
I mean, that won me a game in the regional too.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Droll's crazy, but like the big thing with Droll, and I almost played Valor because of this, is but Valor's a lot worse because it's a tuner. But the big thing is like it's a level 1, so because of that, it makes your Zombie Vampire a lot better.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 3 more targets for level 1s for you to full combo. And then I added in triple Imperm double nib. Double nib at the last second. This is like this turned my deck from 40 to 45. I felt like with my 40 version, I was drawing bricks way too often, and I didn't have enough hand traps when I would not brick. But like I was opening way too much engine. So I wanted to put in more hand traps. So then I instantly put in the 3 imperm.
I just want to say thank you for validating my theory on 45. At least with this deck. Like,
I mean, like I just didn't feel like I was seeing enough, and I didn't want to see all the bricks because now you also run trap them in. Like I was playing 43 beforehand, but I went to 45 to outpace trap. Yeah, I liked 45. It was fine. For the extra deck, of course, triple snatchy. 1 Cupsy, 1 Lollipo, 1 Cookie. Shout out to Sam for getting me the nice looking yummy cards. 1 Shamison and then the 1 Herald. I need to run it, and then the enemy or the gravity controller to go with it. So this is your bridge. And then for the other generic links, Almirage turns all your hand traps into like extenders. 1 IP, 1 SP. 1 Gorgon. Didn't summon it, but I threatened it once, which forced my opponent to play weird. Because they played weird, I wasn't able to make it, but just the fact that this was in my extra deck was important. Dynamondo, this card's crazy. The shuffle back is important. Like there's like in a regional when you're playing against like whatever, sometimes you can't destroy something, you can't like whatever. Having a shuffle back was important. And then Zombie Vampire, need to run it for the bridge. I don't think I would change anything here. The only thing that I'd consider is Zirconia or maybe Almirage. Almirage is a lot less good. I think everything else is mandatory, though. And then finally, side deck. Now, I've said this every time I played these cards, but these are the best cards in my side deck. These cards are crazy. Every time I saw them, my opponent was like, oh, I never even think about you playing a Psyframe. And the fact that they leave the field after you use them is really nice, too, because then it makes Marshmallow alive. So, nothing bad with these. I didn't resolve Gamma once yesterday, but I did resolve Delta like 4 times. It was crazy. 3 Retaliating Sea for the Dracotail matchup. Didn't draw it. 3 Metaltronus. I drew this once into the mirror. My hand was way too strong, so it just ended up not mattering. So it wasn't super impactful.
I still lost, but I crossed out a Metatronus.
Yeah. Metaltronus, like, theoretically is really nice. You can target Snatchy and summon Herald, which is really nice. But it didn't end up coming up. Like, I just had, like, Mitsu cards, so it didn't matter. 1 Harpies. This is my 15th card that I put in. Didn't draw it. Then my go first stuff. Just the Trinity. And then a Croaky.
I love that call by the grave. I need to find more.
That's nice.
It is. I need them to make it not QCR though, but that's just player preference, and it's still beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is, I just put in the Trinity because like there's nothing else. This is what I'm thinking about cutting for the Futsu package, by the way. Putting Futsu in for these 3 and just not playing these. I'm not entirely sure what I would play. Maybe I would keep these on and cut the Metaltronus because it was bad, but other than that, the Crookie has to stay on the side though.
Got you. All right, sir. So we got any shout outs besides the best locals in the world?
Yeah, shout out Action Sports, best locals in KC. Shout out Ant-Man behind the camera for the deck profile. Shout out Michael Rizzo, the homie, first regional ever getting top 8. Shout out Sam Taylor. He didn't have a great day yesterday, but he was the hype man the entire day for sure.
You ain't the only one to say that.
Let me see. Was there anything else? Anyone else? Shout out to Alan Shin, who told me to play this deck and made fun of my deck list. And yeah, that's it.
All right. And then, yeah, you guys are actually going to see me on a profile for once. Shout out to Larry's Game Store and then the judging staff and everyone who made that happen. And then if y'all enjoyed having the KC Regional, let Konami know. I mean, let them know. Let them know so that way they'd be more inclined to approve these. And again, Larry's, you're the GOAT. Appreciate you. Anyways, shout out to Action. Shout out to everybody who stayed this long to the deck profile. Shout out to Mr. Finally got the deck box.
Yes, sir.
And we out.